Hi everyone, it's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia, so welcome to my YouTube. Make sure if you're not subscribed that you do subscribe. Just down here, hit that bell and you get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. And if you are joining me on my Facebook group or my Facebook page, I really truly do appreciate it. So welcome to Tuesday. This is our Technique Tuesday. This is the one that I look forward to each and every week, and I hope that you do as well. Remember that this is part of a live, so if you don't like it when I'm talking with the different people on there, what you can do is you can just watch it on a replay. Let me know that you're watching it on a replay, and then you can scoop by that stuff. But I do tend to talk to everybody that does join me or watch me on a replay because I truly do appreciate it. I'm humbled that you do come and watch. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so hello Pam and Elizabeth from Utah. Awesome. Must be cold down there too, right? You're kind of the same temperature as we are. It's really funny, especially from Salt Lake City. You can look one way and it looks like you're looking from Calgary into the foothills. And then if you look another way, you look like you're looking from Kamloops, where I live. So hello, Judy. All right, so Technique Tuesday. What have I got in store for you today? This one is a technique that I've done many, many, many years ago. And I completely forgot about it, and I kind of came across a card and I went, I can do that technique. So let's pop on down to my desktop here. Hello, Dolores. Oh, it's snowing. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel for you. It was a beautiful sunny day, no snow. This is so unusual for Kamloops. Kamloops gets so much snow, or used to get so much snow. So climate change, obviously, we are not getting that type of weather anymore. All right, so we are going to be doing Mosaic with an embossing technique. Now, like I say, I've done this technique many, many years ago. Hello, Laura. And hello, Karen from Florida. Oh my goodness. So we go from very, very cold to nice, not super hot, but warm in Florida. Awesome. So here's the technique. This will be showing up on my Facebook group. Remember that a link to my group is just down here below. And it basically, at 9:05 Pacific time tomorrow, this will be posted with the remainder of everything, all the items that I've used and everything else. Oh, so Pam says in Nova Scotia, she's got enough snow there and more is coming on Thursday. And hello, Janice from Washington State. You're about the same as what we are. So do go away, snow. No kidding. I am done. I am done with winter, even though there hasn't been that much. Now I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to leave and maybe all the snow is going to come. Who knows? Anyways, okay, so this is going to post tomorrow at 9:05. And I'm going to show you what we're going to be using. We're going to be using this birthday celebration. Have you really checked this out? This is actually... this is going to be the end of March's class. The registration is open now as I speak, and this is for the Your Creativity Awaits class, but I wanted to show you this really neat technique using this. So, you know, I love this blueberry bushel on here. It was a color that when it came out before, it never ever... Lila, you can watch for 15 minutes. Well, you always seem to do catch on to it, and you do a great job on it as well. All right, so I love the blueberry bushel in here. This is actually a peach pie. I'm going to show you the peach pie. To me, it's just too bright for this particular card. So I went with the petal pink, even though it is a little off. But see the peach pie? It just doesn't do anything for me, this particular color. So... anyways, let's get going. So I have my regular card base, and all these measurements and everything will be on onto that sheet. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold into the mountain, and we're just going to get a really good score line there. Now I happen to have, this is just pretty in pink. It didn't really matter what color it was. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm going to decide whether or not if I want to put the the petal pink on here, if I'm going to go pretty in pink. I think we could use all those colors because they're all in this one as it is. So I have this. This is about 2 1/4 by 5 inch. Now I've gone ahead and I have put on the adhesive sheets. These adhesive sheets are found in the catalog under the adhesives, and it comes in a pack of 12, and then you can just cut it to any size that you want. Now I'm also going to be using my silicone mat because this could get a little messy. Now I'm going to take this silicone sheet off, and then what we're going to do is I am getting a mosaic, but it's like a faux mosaic, and I'm going to get it with this designer series paper. So I'm actually going to rip this paper and we're going to get it put on there. Now I'm just going to, let's just lift this up. And I'm just going to bring this up. And then I have this silicone, this adhesive all down on there. So now what I want to do is I want to tear pieces off with this designer series paper. Now the reason I'm using it is because it has gold. Now wait to the end. I will show you one that looks really amazing with the marbled DSP. So because I want little pieces, I think this will look quite nice. Well, put it this way. I'm thinking this is going to look that way. Oh, Lila, you just got the DSP. Yes, it's beautiful designer series paper. That is for sure. I'm going to get some bigger pieces. They're really outdoing themselves with the ephemera on there, and that does come with memory keeping, but oh my goodness, it is amazing. You notice I'm not trying to keep it in a certain way. It doesn't bother me that the patterns aren't going to match. So see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this on here. And I was originally going to do it all in on a full card front, but ooh, that wouldn't have worked very well. You want to make sure that you don't get your fingers too much into this adhesive sheet. And you want to have spaces in between. So you can see those spaces. So we're just going to do this like this. And I'm going to use these pieces. We're going to see what works. And they can come out over and above or out the side. We want it going every which way. But we don't want to play too much with that designer or with that adhesive sheets. So this is just going to go up there. Like I say, we're just going to put this on here. We want to make sure that that's on there really good. And let's see, just like this. Now this would be really neat for Christmas cards. This will be okay with this one. It's giving us the technique and then showing us some other stuff with it. So let's go here. I'm gonna need some more. I wanted some bigger pieces. It's just gonna go up there. Oh, that one probably is a little too close there. Let's go in, get some of this on there. This needs a little piece up in there. Just like that. Another piece down here. And like I say, I'm not worrying about going over the edges there because I'm going to cut that part off after. Okay, let's get that in there, and I think we'll go in with another little piece right here. All right, now I did say you've got to be very, very careful that you don't get into where that adhesive sheets. Now, what I want to do is I want to get this burnished really down on there really well. So I'm just coming in, and this is the end with the X-Acto knife on it. And I really like this edge here, so that's why I'm using it. And I keep it on my Take Your Pick tool. So that's just going to make sure that that's good and that's down there. And it's going to stick really good, but like I say, you can't get it down enough. Now, if I wanted to get some other pieces in there, I could, but I think you're going to see the sound's not staying in. Really good reception here. Like I say, I do have a booster. If you've got snow in that, sometimes that does matter as well. All right, so we're going to come in. We're going to match the gold in there with gold embossing powder. Then, and I always find that if it cuts out while you're doing it, on the video afterwards, it works out okay. All right, so I'm just going to come in, and I am going to put this embossing powder right onto here. And this is almost like there's a Japanese technique for this too, but this is the Mosaic. Then what I want to do is, and you know what, I should have done that with that other brush that is the, there we go. I think this is the only time I've really used this brush on here. So I'm just going to come, and I want to get it off the paper. I don't want to take the embossing out of there. And probably what I should be doing is holding this over here. So just like this. Now, I didn't put any embossing powder on there because that part wasn't important to me. I don't care that there's a little bit on there. So I'm just going to come back in. I'm going in and out. Oh dear. Like I say, I've got a really, really strong thing here. So, ugh. I'm sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to come in with my heat tool, and we'll heat it up. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to heat set this. And you can see it looks like Mosaic. Are you watching on YouTube or are you watching on Facebook? Let me know how that works, Pam. Sometimes if you're on Facebook, it does cut in and out. And because of it being with the adhesive sheets, it's going to give a bit of a bubbling look to it because it's the glue that's bubbling. You know me, I love any kind of a technique I can find to do with embossing, right? And get that good and embossed. And then we're going to trim this piece down. All right, I think I've got that just a little bit right here. Yeah, it's working okay on Facebook then, eh, Lila? Okay, good. Like I say, I don't know, it depends where you're joining me from, so. All right. So then I'm just going to come in and we're just going to trim this down. It was 2 1/4. It'll probably end up being just a bit less. Because I don't want those uneven edges to be there. And then we'll get this end done as well. And then we're going to actually, on this particular card, we're going to take this, it's by 5 inches, eh? There we go. So it doesn't matter that I did that in the petal pink on there if I decide to go with the pink. All right, so I've just got all these little bits. I'm just going to throw those in the garbage. And then we want to also go ahead and, oh my goodness, where did that go to? I had the gold cut already. Let's put this on here. Well, that's no biggie because I'll just cut another piece of gold. Just come in with my gold and cut that. So that was 2 1/4 by 5. So I can probably do this to about 2 1/2. We'll try the 2 1/2 by 5. Whoops, my blade fell out. Remember to stick to the end. I'll show you the other one, 5 1/4 actually. And then I can trim it down if it's not quite right. So then, see, it is out. So it's just, we're just going to trim that down. Hello, Suzanne. Let's see how that's going to look. Bushel. I'm either going to put it onto this. I'm thinking I'm going to do it with the pink. I really like how it brings the pink out. And then this piece here is just going to go onto here and see how that gives us a bit of a different look. And you know what? I think, I'm wondering if I should maybe trim that gold down. Okay, let's do this 5 inches. And then I'm going to do this part. I am going to do 4 3/4. There we go. And that'll make it so that it looks like this on here. So see how we've got a really different kind of effect on there. Now the other part is we have this, well, the gold that goes with it. And this can kind of just come off of here. So this is that gold mesh, and I think we'll use that. And then the reason why I wanted to use the pink, because I thought this would look kind of neat if we come in. Let's just go with this to begin with. Let's get that put on there. And then we've got all this ephemera that we can play with. So let's go and let's put that on there. And I just see that this just needs a tiny bit of trimming. Okay, so that just goes on there. This one there. So like I say, this will go by 9:05 tomorrow morning with the picture of it, all this extra bits that I've used. That's straight on there. There we go. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right on there. I'm not sure. Like I say, I've got a really good signal here, so And it will tell me if it goes down below a certain level. So, okay, so there we have that. And then we have these beautiful things like this, but I think that's a little too, we could do with the cake. Or we could go in with flowers. I really like. Now when we have these banners, we want to make sure that they go down, right? So they can go just like that. And then we have all these flowers. And I want to bring in these leaves. Let's just go here. Might take those banners off. And put this in there. We've got some more of these flowers. Oh my goodness, you guys. Now this is going to have to go into one of those cases. And we'll put some leaves on here as well. And here we go. All right, so I'm just going to start layering this. Oh dear. All right, so I'm just going to start layering this onto here with some dimensionals. Because I think this will help once it starts getting all together there. Put some up here. And we've got some of these peach pie flowers as well. Let's put those. I want to put there and here. We want to get some more leaves on there. Just put that on there. One here. And then we've got all these gold ones as well. I really like that blue on there. I wish we had, oh, we have some little flowers. There's these little ones as well. Or there's even this bigger one. This one's quite nice. I know I used this on something else. You know what? I think I'll take that one off and put that one there. All right. And then when they're on there, we're just using everything that we can on here. We're going to come in with our dimensionals. Oops. You know, I love about the dimensionals is that you can also use it to tack stuff down as well, right? So we don't want to lose sight of this mosaic stuff there. Isn't that so pretty? It just... It's just going to go right there. Let's not cover that up too much. And then we want to come in, and I don't think this, well, it does. Let's go and go, we don't want it too big. You know what, I might come in with something a little bit smaller. Simply Said. And just do a Let's Celebrate or Happy Birthday. Let's go Let's Celebrate. I think that's one of the most versatile expressions. And you know I'm going to do some more embossing. And of course we have to do it now in gold, right? Because we use gold on the rest of the card. Probably should have cut this first. Oh, it's freezing again, hey? I'm really sorry about that for you. I'll come in with the detailed gold. Beautiful clear day here, so I don't know. Back we go. And remind me to show you the other one. I want you to see that because I think you'll be quite impressed with how that looks as well. Oh, it's freezing again on YouTube. Should be okay once it's done. So let's celebrate in gold. Come in with our trimmer. And let's just get that. That's about 3/8 of an inch. Oops. We'll just put that across there. A little bit different. Looks a little bit different than what I normally do, especially with gold on something like that. All right, so I'm just going to come in. These are like my dimensionals. One here, one here. That backing there. Let's just put that off to the side a bit. That's going to need a double dimensional on there because it dips down and I don't want that to happen. There we go. Double dimensional on there. And of course now what we have to do is come in with our embellishments. And the party dots are what fits on here, but I really think it needs the gold. So I'm just going to come in with these blooming pearls.